Good day to you all. And of course, this is Double JTV once again. And today, it's Tronin time. As we are looking into Disney's newest chapter in the Tron universe, Tron Ares. Now, just in case you are unfamiliar with Tron, here's a very brief description. We begin in 1982 with the very first Tron movie released by Disney. This movie focuses on Kevin Flynn, played by Jeff Bridges, who is a software engineer that was formerly employed by a company called Encom, but his work was plagiarized and he was terminated by his boss, Ed Dillinger, played by David Warner. He hacks into Encom's system with a hacking program called Clue, who is also played by Bridges, but Encom's master control program, or MCP, kills Clue. So Kevin and his friends Alan and Laura, played by Bruce Boxleitner and Cindy Morgan respectively, break into Encom to look for evidence that Dillinger stole Flynn's work. During this, Flynn meets the MCP and is digitized and sucked into the grid world. Basically a version of the digital world that we use every day. Now, the MCP is the ruler of the grid and ends up putting Flynn in some games. After a while, he meets programs named Tron, also played by Boxleitner, Yori, also played by Morgan, and Ram, played by Dan Shore. Long story short, as I'm sure everybody can guess, they battle the MCP. Ram dereses, that means he is unalive in this world. And Flynn and Tron destroy the MCP. Flynn comes back to the real world with his evidence and is promoted to CEO of Encom. And that's where the first movie ends, with that fuzzy, warm Disney feeling. Now, from what I can tell online, it was well received for the most part by audiences, but for some reason Disney wrote it off as a financial disappointment. And that was pretty much the end of Tron for a long time. Until Tron Legacy in 2010.
Excelsior!
Now in this next chapter, Bridges and Boxleitner return to their roles as Flynn and Alan, and we begin 27 years after the original, and the story mainly follows Flynn's son Sam, played by Garrett Hedlund, and Cora, played by Olivia Wilde. So again, briefly, the story of Tron Legacy is Sam enters the grid accidentally and battles Clue and his forces to escape the grid with Cora. Clue is a digitally de-aged Jeff Bridges in this movie, and I thought that was pretty cool. And he, is the big bad of the movie. Tron in this movie has been reprogrammed by Clue to act as one of his henchmen and is now called Rinsler. Now, this is a gross oversimplification of the movie, but basically, Sam, Cora, and Flynn battle their way out of the grid. Flynn reintegrates Clue back into himself so Sam and Cora can escape the grid. And that's pretty much where that movie ends. And again, I can't stress this enough, it is a gross oversimplification of the movie. And if you haven't seen Tron Legacy, I highly recommend it. I think it's a fantastic movie. And that's been pretty much it. There has been a short film, a cartoon that only lasted 19 episodes, and some video games and tie-in games, but no mainstream universe building. Until at the D3 Expo in August 2024, when we found out that a new movie, Tron Ares, was definitely coming our way. Fast forward to today, and we have a trailer and are weeks away from seeing what became of Sam and Cora as they rode off into the sunrise. Oh no, wait, that movie was scrapped. So, what Tron movie are we getting, I hear you ask? Well, Disney has given us a brand new, kinda reboot, but not Tron story.
What? What the fuck?
Tron Ares, starring, Jared Leto, who gave us such fan-favorite characters as Snyderverse Joker and Morbius, Gillian Anderson, the X-Files chick, and a cameo by Jeff Bridges. Also, Cameron Monaghan is in this, and I do enjoy him. Set to release October 10th, Tron Ares will follow mankind encountering AI beings for the first time, when a highly sophisticated program, Ares, Jared Leto,
You suck!
leaves the digital world for a dangerous mission in the real world. Now, it might sound like I'm condemning this movie, but I'm not. I do like Tron and hope the movie is good. However, with Disney's record as of the last decade or so, and the fact that the casting choices are already driving fans away, I don't expect this to do well at the box office. However, I do believe it will do well once it hits Disney Plus. For me, personally, I want to see the story continue with Sam and Cora in the real world. And from what I've seen online, most people want to see that story continue as well. But just like many other people, I'm not going to spend $50+ to go see a Jared Leto movie. Now, I'm speaking about general audiences because that's what I am, the average moviegoer. Now, the Tron superfans, sure, they'll go see it, but I just don't think that's going to be enough. You see, Tron has a much smaller fan base than other so-called nerd brands like DC, Marvel, Star Wars, etc. And the fact that those much bigger IPs aren't making much money at the box office these days leads me to believe that much smaller IPs like Tron, that is failing to give general audiences the story they want to see, isn't going to knock it out of the park financially. Now, I'm sure, like most people, I will watch Tron Ares, but I'm not paying theater prices to see it. I'm just going to wait till it comes out on Disney Plus. Anyway, that's all I have to say about Tron Ares. So, what do you think? Are you going to go see this in theaters, or wait for streaming? Do you think the movie will succeed or flop? And any other thoughts you have about Tron, please leave them in the comments. This has been Double JTV once again, and as always, hashtag Freak Nation, everybody. If you liked what you just watched, then please like, share, and subscribe. And if you didn't like it, then I thank you for hanging in there until the end.